This case is about such a fundamental issue, the right to have a home and keep your home in the city of Los Angeles.
This guy took over the building in 2014, and right away he wanted to get us disabled Section 8 people out. I didn't have no other place to go.
Our clients were littered with notices they didn't understand. Many of these notices unlawful, but because of their vulnerability, many of them quickly felt like they were on the brink of homelessness and needed to pack up and leave.
The tenants were being harassed and really forced out day after day.
In looking into it, we quickly realized that there were several other buildings and evictions and tenants. This was an approach taken by the landlord in evicting monolingual Spanish speakers, people with disabilities.
They would buy a rent-controlled building at a very low price that was in a rapidly gentrifying neighborhood in Koreatown. Over the next few months, implement aggressive tactics to force people out of the rent-controlled units.
It was drastic. From the time that we moved in to a couple months after they took over, the entire building was completely different.
They were threatening people. They started giving people eviction notices.
Our building manager told me that her job function was to flush out the undesirable tenants and that she was targeting specifically Mexican tenants.
A veces nos quitaba el agua y nos ponía pura agua fría. En la tarde nos ponía agua fría. Nosotros teníamos que bañar con agua fría.
Once enough families had left, they would do some renovations and then quickly turn the building around at an enormous profit. A profit that wouldn't be possible but for the illegal tactics of forcing people out of their rent-controlled units.
This wasn't just a fluke at one or two buildings. This is how they did business. This is how they tried to make money.
All of these folks were paying their rent. There was no problems with the former landlord. This idea of upgrading people the way that we upgrade carpet and linoleum to hardwood floor. We really wanted to send a message to everyone in the city of LA that people weren't disposable. I think that the non-plaintiff witnesses, many of them who are English speakers, tipped the scale for the other side. For our clients, it felt good to know that they weren't alone, that other people want them in their community.
Every time a family is forced out of a rent-control unit, that unit is no longer affordable. It was a fight for each and every unit of affordable housing in the city.
We want to welcome everyone. As you know, we've had this case since 2016.
I was privileged to be here when we told the clients about the really great result that we were able to achieve in this case.
It was better than I had hoped for. This really felt like true justice to me, in that we impacted the way that they're doing their business and we created new affordable housing. That isn't something that we often see.
Estamos muy felices. Yo les recomiendo mucho la organización SAJE y Public Counsel para que les pueda ayudar, así como a nosotros nos ayudó.
I know that there are many turning points in people's career, but I will say that the day that we had gotten everything we wanted was the best day of my 10-year legal career.
And I'm very grateful. If it wasn't for public counseling, I'd probably be in someplace else or living in a shelter, probably.
It is, at the end of the day, about each and every person in this community and making sure that they are able to live with dignity and stability in their lives.